Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody back to the channel again. This is Thomas I Am Lucky, bringing you more Patriots franchise. Just got out of my conversation with CM Freeze that you are going to see right now. Man, what a great conversation, wasn't it? I don't know, I do genuinely wish him luck. We are still the 1 seed. As you heard in the conversation, I do have Baltimore breathing down my neck. But luckily, I do have the tiebreaker over them, so I'm not that worried about it. We do have a text message from our defensive coordinator. Right, we need to shift our focus to the Bills. What do we find through film study? Their offense overall has an advantage against our overall D. What? We have an 87 overall defense. What? Let's talk about the Bills. Coach, in film study this morning, we talked about how their offense could cause problems for our defense. Let's plan to deal with that. We are going to play some aggressive zone coverage. I guess this. I didn't like any of those. That was such a terrible one to pick. I think I'd rather have the DB one. Well, as we know, going into this week, playing the Bills, Josh Allen, always going to be an issue. Not going to be putting a lot of emphasis on utilizing the starters in practice, keeping them nice and healthy for this playoff run is what I'm going to deem important. Run inside against Gregory Rousseau, I can subscribe to that idea. 15 first downs, 300 yards offense, less than 24 points. I'll see you at the injury report. Normally don't talk during these weekly trainings, but our backup defensive end getting up to an 80 overall, so nice. I mean, I don't anticipate him playing until Judon's gone, but I mean, just to know that we have that level of safety after Judon's gone, it's going to be so nice. Same thing with Kevin Wiggins. I don't know what his overall is right now, but I mean, just having that player in camp developing or in practice developing is just so valuable. You're probably wondering what this transition is. So on this day, me and Cameron were recording, and I had an emergency phone call. Had to, like, right when I finished, it happened right when I finished weekly training. I got a phone call. Had to go immediately. I left. I thought it would be something that would take 30 to 40 minutes, and I'd be back. I didn't get back for another 6 hours. And then as soon as I got back, I was like, all right, let me eat real quick and let me go and record. I went and just immediately recorded. And I've been complaining about my Elgato capture card for all of season 2. And lo and behold, something happened with the capture card that made my audio just not work. So, this game and the next game are both going to be done in this format of post commentary. I have the game trimmed down, and me and you are going to watch together. See you in the game. Alright, so this is going to be kind of weird to do, but as we can see, we had the Bills with the ball first. Gotten out to Dawson Knox, fights for a little bit extra yards down after a gain of 9. Obviously, like, trimming this down without room for, like, I don't know, Matthew Judon sack right there. Trimming this down without the commentary, we're really just going to be seeing the plays. So this video is going to be one of the fastest ones we've had along with week 16. We see a catch to James Cook right here. I know what happens in this game, and I know who our player of the game would be, but I don't think I'm going to make one just because, I don't know, it would just be weird for one to be made for this game if I'm being honest. All the audio issues have just kind of made me not want to do it, as we see a Josh Uche and Marte Mapu sack, I think. Another quick throw to the outside to Khalil Shakur. Or no, that's like it's Curtis Samuel. And then you see a touchdown to Dalton Kincaid. Yeah, I mean, it's truthfully unfortunate this happened. If anything, if you want to take something away from this, always do a test recording if you are going to be recording anything. I mean, it definitely saves a lot of headache like this, but at the same time, I don't know. Sometimes there are things that are worth dropping everything for, and family is definitely one of those things. Whether that is like you have a family member that's in distress, or like you have a really close friend you consider family, more often than not, it is more so worth it to go help them than to pursue your own personal enjoyment. Because it could have benefits in the future. I don't know. But as you can see, we are down 7-0, already midway through the second quarter, and this video is only 6 minutes long. It's definitely weird to try and commentate over a bunch of this stuff. I don't really remember any particular plays. I remember the player of the game having a really big game. But I don't know. It's this is definitely weird. And unfortunately, if that would have been picked, I would have been annoyed again. What a great spin move from Antonio Gibson. That spin move is just so deadly. But as you can see here, got first and goal to second and goal. And if I remember correctly, okay, we do score here. I was like, I'm pretty sure we didn't even score here. This game was very, very interesting. This was like 3 games after the patch that came out that nuked franchise for like 2 hours. But I don't know. I still feel like some things are a little weird. Nice pass deflection, or pass breakup from, what's it called, as we get another one on Curtis Samuel. Got 3rd and 10. This hurt. I'm pretty sure this was a blown coverage by me, but Bills go 14-7. And then a nice interception right before halftime to put us in an adverse situation. But luckily for us, I do know what's coming up. Get a sack with Levi Onwuzurike. But then right here, get a backwards interception from Kyle Duggar. Insane. But go ahead and run out the clock. We end up getting a ton of yardage here. At first, when I turned the corner, I was like, there's no way we get a touchdown, right? But number 47, he's quicker than Antonio Gibson. And Antonio Gibson continues to be the focal point. We know this. 93 yards already at this point in the game. Get a deep opportunity for Demario Douglas. Just to give you a little bit of insight, I recorded week 1 of season 3 today. And Demario Douglas is not one of my favorites right now. Pretty sure we have a pretty big play coming up here in a second. Another interception from Duggar. Barely gets his feet in bounds. It's just beautiful. The reason why there won't be a player of the game for this is because I edited this not thinking about it. So, unfortunate. Kyle Duggar does not get a YouTube short. He is still a thumbnail. So, he doesn't get entirely screwed. This was such an interesting throw. But I do really like that play. Another throw to Tyquan Thornton. He's definitely become one of my more preferred targets, as we got a very late handoff to Antonio Gibson for 5. See, on plays like this are where I wish I would take off and run. I actually do run on this play. I feel like that could have been very beneficial at the end of season 2 with a little bit more running. I know I'm giving you some spoilers, but I don't know. I mean, yeah. That interception obviously isn't great when I got 2 other wide receivers open and I throw it to Antonio Gibson. I mean, just a tough day. Kyle Duggar, 3rd interception. It would have been nice if Dalton Kincaid fell, because then I would have been able to bring that back for a touchdown. And tight window throw to Javon Baker, dropped. Right in the hands of Javon Baker, dropped. Not in the hands of Javon Baker. Held onto by Tommy Trumbull. Right into the back of our offensive lineman. Josh Allen for a big run. Big hit by Kyle Duggar. Big hit on James Cook. Are we going to be able to stop them on 3rd down? No, we let up a massive run. All right, we stopped James Cook on 1st down. Are we going to be able to stop him? No. Yep, this was our 2nd loss on the year. Tough one to take, but, I mean, there weren't any points scored in the 2nd half. That's really all I got. Looking at the stats, Drake May, 6 for 19. Terrible day. Obviously, receivers didn't do well. Antonio Gibson had a good day overall, but, I mean, it says 3 drops. I think that there was more. Offensive line played well. Sack for Enrique Judon, Mapu, and the other guy split 1. 3 picks for Kyle Duggar. That's really all I got for you. Sorry that the video's in this kind of format. At least it's a lot shorter for you guys. Unfortunately, the game against the Saints next week is going to be under similar parameters where it's going to be heavily edited and I get to commentate over it. But we get to play the Saints. I think this is a game that we can definitely win. I guess I'll just have to see you in week 16. Take it easy. Peace.